G'day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the performance of the Physical Ultimate Gohan in the Syn Shenron event. Now Physical Ultimate Gohan is a pretty good unit, he's one of my favorites, and I used him in a no item run of this event. He has a Superheroes or Hybrid Sans category lead of 170%, with an additional HP attack and defense of 30% for characters who belong to both parents of the child and all movie heroes category, so pretty good. He greatly raises attack and raises defense for one turn, and causes colossal damage to the enemy with medium chance of stunning on his 12 key. Greatly raises attack and defense for one turn, causes mega colossal to the enemy, and lowers attack and defense on his 18 key. He has attack and defense of 100% and guards all attacks for 3 turns from the start of the turn when there's another bond of parent and child category character on the team. He has attack and defense of 150%, plus an additional key +1 per key sphere obtained. He has an additional attack and defense of 30%, with each super attack performed up to 150. He launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack when key is 20 or more, and he has attacks effective against all times when activating the active skill or when his key is 24, which is pretty decent. He then also has a high chance of nullifying key blast based super attacks directed at the character. He greatly raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to the enemy while disabling the enemy's action once within the turn on his active skill. This can be activated when all allies attacking in the same turn are Superheroes category characters starting from the 3rd turn, or when facing only one enemy starting from the 6th turn. Overall it's pretty good because it also triggers his attacks effective against all types, and he looks pretty decent when you put everything together. So Gohan is pretty solid. I would say he's one of my favorite units in the game. I think he's exceptional. I think his leader skill is brilliant. I think he's a huge damage dealer. He's up there with probably top 5 damage dealers in the game, and I would say that without hesitation. I think he does tremendous damage. I think he does probably the most, or joint most, alongside units like Gogeta, units like Final Form Cooler. So yeah, I really do find him to be super duper effective. In terms of Link skill, he's got All in the Family, Saiyan Warrior Ace, Infighter, Shocking Speed, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. He's on Hybrid Saiyans, Full Power, Transformation Boost, Movie Heroes, Goku's Family, Siblings Power, and Kamehameha, Bond of Master and Cycle, Exploding Rage, Connected Hood, Miraculous Awakening, Battle of Fate, Bond of Parent and Child, Earthbred Fighters, and Superheroes. So pretty good. Overall, I think Gohan's really a solid unit. I think he exists in that realm of being an incredibly exceptional unit that has a lot to offer your team. As a floating damage dealer, as a second slot unit, I do think he's awesome. Now one thing is obviously All in the Family is a pretty big link for him. It really elevates his defense to that level where it's really good. Now obviously with that being said, your Gohan still is great without it, but he can tend to take a little bit of damage before his super attack goes off. And that can cause issues in the Syn Shenron event. When you are facing a unit that can fire off big AoE normal attacks that can chip away at your health and deal quite a bit of damage to you, it is always a concern when you can tend to take a little bit of chip damage. It's not really something that you want to see your units take, so it's definitely a cause for concern, but at the end of the day, I've used him to complete this event completely with no items. He's been a great damage dealer on plenty of my other red zones and things like that, so I personally am more than willing to take the sacrifice. A lot of the times as well, if you get All in the Family active, which isn't so hard, there's been a lot of good units that have come out now that kind of suit his link set. AGL Kai Goku, the Int Gohan, both of them share 4 or 5 links with him. Both of them share All in the Family. Both of them are very solid first slot / tankier options. So it's not impossible to really cater to him nowadays. And yeah, I do just find him to be an exceptional unit. He's on Movie Heroes, great category. And I think overall he's just a very solid unit. I personally, I really enjoy using him. I honestly have the best time using Gohan. I think he's just a ton of fun. And yeah, I think at the end of the day, he's a really quite impressive unit. I think people maybe don't like him as much. They were expecting, you know, Beast Gohan, I guess, so to say. They were probably expecting, you know, the big old Beast Gohan and everything like that. And I understand that can disappoint people, but I really adore this unit. I think he's excellent. And he does great here again. Really awesome in the Syn Shenron event. Yeah, really good damage dealer. Helps us get through the int phase quite easily. More than fine for the AGL phase. And honestly, really not too bad when it comes to his performance in the physical phase. He does take a bit of chip damage because we don't have All in the Family active. That's a little bit of a shame. But yeah, he's very solid. Plus, not to mention, Syn Shenron fires Ki Blast based supers. So at the end of the day, Gohan's actually really sitting in like a very good position. He's sitting in like a very solid, very strong kind of, you know, area. I think he, you know, as a unit brings tons to the table. He really does some good damage, and his team is strong. You know, you can run double Gohans. His team is really good. He's got superheroes. He's got hybrid Saiyans. He's got really good coverage with Bond the Parent and Child and movie heroes. So he's got one of the stronger leader skills in the game. Using double Gohan is a very strong team for me. I have used double Gohan to clear a lot of events, and I find him to be very solid. I find him to be very impressive. He always gives me like really good, you know, just levels of output, whilst also giving me a lot of options with his team. So yeah, Gohan's great. I do tend to run him as a floater or a second slot unit. Obviously I don't run him as a first slot unit. He's not designed that way. And a lot of the times, yes, running him as a like second slot or a floater does tend to net me out much better results, especially floater. Honestly, he's a perfect floater. You know, he can have good defense after super. He does great damage. He doesn't need to be on rotation to build himself up super quickly. He does great damage the whole way through. He really is just a very solid unit. So realistically speaking, being a floater suits him. It's not maybe what everyone wants to hear. Everyone, you know, wants units to be constantly there, but it's the same with the 7th year LRs, or the 5th year LRs I should say. They're also units that tend to benefit from being floaters, you know, for the most part. And letting them just build up, letting them pop in, do damage, letting them have their evasion. Gohan's very much the same. So Gohan's very good, and I really enjoyed using him. Can he do the Syn event? Yes, he can. He did the Syn event for me, did a great job in my item run, did a fantastic job overall as a unit. So yes, without a doubt, he can do the Syn Shenron event. My Gohan does have 2 dupes. My Gohan is link leveled. I would have liked to give my Gohan All in the Family. So if you are someone that is heading that way, maybe consider getting Gohan All in the Family. I think that's probably the best course of action. You'll find that you're going to get much better results from him in that manner. But yeah, overall Gohan's a great unit. If you haven't used him, or if you're looking for a unit to really provide you with that bit of damage that you need to get over the Syn Shenron event, then I highly suggest you give him a look-see. I think that's really a great option for you. And yeah, he does a great job. Is taking a bit of chip damage here, like I mentioned, that is the unfortunate side of things. So he can tend to take some damage, but his damage output, generally speaking, is well worth the sacrifice. But yeah, that's basically going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, you can leave a like on it. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one. So until then, as always, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.